Hey y'all, welcome back to Prodigy Disc's coverage of the lead women's card for the 2017 PDGA Professional Disc Golf World Championships. I'm Jennifer McGibbon, and coming to you solo for the back nine of round 2 at Fort Gordon Disc Golf Course. So our leader is Paige Pierce with a 5-stroke lead over Valarie Jenkins at 1 over, Elaine King is 3 over, and Lisa Fajkus is at even. Hole 10 is a shorter tee pad for the women. It's about a 280-foot shot. Most often you'll see the left route being taken, which is really the main part of the fairway, a little forehand action, and looks like Paige is opting for that route. Smooth straight up the gut. Nice little fade back, and it looks like she's parked. So that's pretty much what you want. Next on the tee is Lisa, also going for a forehand. Looks like it comes out a little early, but she should be okay to get up and down. Elaine with the backhand. Now, I didn't know that there was a backhand route, but I found that out yesterday. It is pretty tight. It's very technical. Val also lining up a backhand. She goes a little bit higher to take those trees out of play. It looks like it just kept going right. Elaine with a long look. And she is safe next to the pin. She'll get up and down for her 3. Val as well. Looks like Lisa just laid up. And no layups for Paige. It's a nice deuce. There are a few holes on this course that if you can afford to get the 2, definitely get it. And it looks like the rest of the ladies are just going to clean up. So Paige with the lone birdie, and the rest of the ladies are walking away with an easy 3-0 on hole 10. Next up is hole 11. The ladies had a shorter tee pad. You can see, maybe on the flyover you can see it. But this is it's a left turn off of the tee, and then once you get to the road, it's more or less just a straight shot down. They do have it as a par 4. I know that I was pretty grateful it was a par 4, but let's see what Paige does here. She takes the high route, turns it over a little bit, and is just going to let that float down. Covering a lot of distance, and she's right there in the middle of the road. It's a great spot to be. Lisa taking a lower hyzer line. And that puts her right in the middle of the fairway. She should have a look down to the basket. Elaine also with a backhand. It's a nice line. It just needed to get a little more stable. But it looked like it came out a little low. Val also with the backhand. And that looks like a really good line. Clipped a little bit of a tree, but Lisa with her second shot should be all right to get up and down. Elaine lets one go. And that's a great shot by Val. Just safely in bounds. There is out of bounds, as you can see, behind the basket, and it's a fast sloping green. Behind the pin, it's about a 60-foot slope until you get to the OB, and that's a good tree. Elaine laying up. smart play. Smart play by Lisa. Coming back up the hill. Oh, a really good run by Val. Little tickle. Oh, so Paige, Paige did better than I thought she was going to do on that drive. I thought maybe she was landing in the middle of the hole, but she just parked it instead, so not too bad. Or did we miss Paige's upshot? I think maybe I missed it. That was a par 4, so she took a 3. But either way, great hole. Paige extends her lead. She's now at 6 down over Lisa, who is even, Val at 1 over, and Elaine at 3 over. Hole 12 is straight uphill. If you're a right-handed player, it's a backhand, or if you can throw a big flex sidearm, kind of cover more distance, but it's pretty severely uphill. And if you're watching this coverage, you can see a difference between the front 9 at Fort Gordon and the back 9. They're two completely different courses. A lot more elevation and sand on this back 9. So Paige lets go and rips one up the fairway. She should be sitting pretty. Lisa to follow suit. Nice shot. Middle of the fairway. Elaine rips one. Looks like she went through the pro gap. Up the middle. Val gets a little bit of a kick from that tree, but sent her forward and still in the middle of the fairway. Elaine finds one of the guardian trees. She should have a putt. Nice up by Val. Pretty standard here. Good upshot by Lisa. Paige looking at a long 2. Just a bit right. But to have a putt on this hole means you mashed your drive, which isn't too bad. Paige cleans up. Nice bird. Good birdie for Lisa and Val. And Elaine with the solo par. Paige started off this back 9 with a turkey. Not too bad. It's a nice way to make the turn. Hole 13, this is another very similar to hole 10, but slightly downhill and a little bit shorter. Forehand option for Paige. Cuts in a little early, but she should be all right. Have a putt at it. A little higher, still a little early. Definitely it's a hard backhand hole, and if you're seeing Val and Elaine throw forehands, you know that the backhand option is probably not there. Even landing a little bit off the fairway, Val is able to get out, put herself under the pin. It's like a little short on the layup, but she should be fine. Nice out by Elaine.
ball, seriously.
Just a little wide. A nice bid by Lisa. Just a little outside. Paige for a comebacker. A rare miss. Lisa makes good. Elaine cleans up. As does Val. This hole was one of the shorter holes and definitely a must-get for all divisions. But it looks like Val and Elaine will scoot out of there happy with a par, and Paige and Lisa take a bogey on that hole, but that's okay. Hole 14, this is another downhill. It's a low ceiling tunnel shot with OB behind the pin, and it is sloping down. You can see pretty severe. So you'll see a lot of people laying up a little bit shorter to really take the slope and the OB out of play. Val misses the one tree in the middle, and she is finding a beautiful local route with a sweet kick to Parker. I don't know if she called the bank shot, but I think we'll give it to her. Elaine following suit, flipping over a little bit. She should be good there in the middle to get up and down for her three. Paige with a nice skip.
Oh yeah.
And a sweet little roll. And this one needs to get strong or kick out. I think Elaine will be a little, she'll have a putt. She may be a little bit further out than she wanted to be, but anywhere on that road you should be fine. Lisa with a textbook approach. Yeah, Elaine's fine here. No problem. She's like a machine. Val with the sweet two. Paige still holds on to the lead by 5 strokes. Val is now 1 down. Lisa even, and Elaine at 3 over. Hole 15 is a very tight. It's a tight drive off the tee, whether you throw a backhand. I think a forehand's a little bit easier because it does turn right pretty severely, and then you can pick a lane to throw to the basket. Looks like Val's going for the backhand. It needs to have a late turn, and it looks like she got it perfectly. So that's exactly what you want to do on a backhand. See if Elaine can follow suit. That needs to flip or sit. There is OB that runs the entire length of the left side. Paige throwing a backhand as well. Straight up the middle.
Nice.
And that's not a bad spot to be. Lisa with the solo sidearm. Gets a little local, finds a little gap. She should be alright. It gets a little pokey on the second shot towards the basket. you have a strong scramble game, this hole isn't too bad. Or if you can pick a lane and really commit to it, it's not so bad either. Looks like Elaine was finding a little bit of trouble getting through those trees. Paige makes it look easy. I don't know if she clipped a tree and that kind of rerouted her, or if that was just a pure shot. It's kind of hard to tell, but nice second shot. Val lining up hers. And laces it. Great shot by Val. Some more forward progress. Right next to the pin.
Good shot.
It's a good up from Lisa. Val makes good on the putt. It's a good bird to take.
Oh.
A little wide again to the right. She makes good on the comebacker. And really, taking a 4 on this hole isn't too bad. You're not really losing a stroke or too many strokes to the field. Seeing a 3 is pretty rare on this hole, but Val made it look very easy. Paige still holding on to the lead by 4 strokes. Looks like Val's starting to heat up. Hole 16 is a par 3. It's slightly downhill, and where that pine tree to the right is where you want to cut into the left. And if you're a right-handed player, you just want to throw it backhand. Maybe even something that can kind of skip towards the pin. But it is downhill pretty much the whole way. And the sand, there's sand and it's hard-packed dirt, so either you can get a good skip or you'll just kind of sit in the sand. Looks like Val made it to the opening, maybe a little bit on the downslope of the path, so she should be good to get up and down. And this hole's really deceiving off of the tee because you think you want to go a little bit longer before you hyzer in. If you go too long and you just go straight, it gets really rough in that rough. If you cut in too early, oh, beautiful drive by Lisa. If you cut in too early to the left, it's pretty rough in there as well.
Great shot.
Oh, wow, too far.
Like Elaine finds herself just at the top of the hill. Working some magic, getting her way down. Tricky lie. It looks like that was the best she could do. Val's upshot is good. She'll have a putt from there. Oh, good run by Elaine. And that is an awesome birdie. That was a great putt. Behind the pin, it slopes down maybe 15-20 feet. You can definitely get a roll, so that was a good putt to make. And Lisa as well. This is why they're on the lead card. Those were 2 very well executed drives and great putts. Val makes good on the comebacker. And Elaine will clean up for her bogey. So after 16 holes, Paige still in the lead by 5 strokes. And her and Lisa cleaned up with 2 birds. It's pretty nice. Hole 17, the ladies played from a shorter tee pad. The initial tee shot, it's pretty tight. There is a gap on the right hand side. Saw a lot of flex backhands, just throw it on a little bit of an anhyzer and let it finish left. Paige says, no, I'm not taking that route. I'm going to go way over top, take the trees out of play, and land it safely. Lisa's going the more conventional route, just sort of straight up the gut, let it hyzer finish. Val pulls it a little to the right. Drops down. It gets rough to the right, for sure, but she should be okay on that. On the flip side, Elaine makes it through the gap, and she's sitting pretty in the fairway. Tricky stance, great shot out. Paige blasts her second shot towards the green, and she lands on the top of the hill. She'll have a putt. She's within the circle. Nice shot. Elaine with her second shot, and that is pretty perfect. Lisa's approach. And she uses that slope to her advantage, gets her a little bit closer, let it trickle down. Val's third shot, gives herself a putt. A nice birdie from Paige. A good putt. Nice birdie from Elaine. From the knee. Lisa makes good on her putt as well. And Val cleans up for her par. So the final hole, hole 18, this is a doozy to end on. It's another long one. It is a par 5, and the ladies have a slightly shorter tee. It is uphill, pretty slightly uphill off of the drive, and then it flattens out. Opens up into a nice big field, a few guardian trees you'd like to get around, and then we find our way to the pin.
Nice card, guys. Dude, for the first pleasure. Time. Yeah, it's a pleasure. Awesome to watch. So Paige. Oh, not. Come on, baby. Hyzer.
Paige rips her drive. And there's a couple of those cedars that are sort of in the middle of the fairway. You'd like to avoid those. She does that pretty nicely, but it's so wide that you're pretty safe. If he has her out to the left, that's okay. You'd like to avoid the right, but it's really not that bad if you end up fading right. Last to tee is Val.
Beautiful, Val.
Smooth shot up the gut, little skippy. The second shot. And there is that cluster of trees on the left, so it looks like Lisa played a really nice anhyzer around those. Val with a standstill, maybe a little too close to that tree than she would have liked. Looking for tricky footing. But Paige lets another bomber go. She doesn't look happy, but she made up quite a bit of distance on that throw, so I think she'll be okay over on that left side. Nice shot by Elaine. So you can definitely go the left side. That'll take some of those guardian trees out of play. Looks like that's what they're doing there. Val gets hung up a little bit, but she's got to look for a putt. Lisa's approach got hung up by those trees as well. Paige throwing her, I believe it's her third shot, easy peasy, right next to the pin. Lisa with a jump. Tree got right out in front of her. Looks like she drew a little bit of metal on that putt. Good putt by Val. It's a great bird. Especially to finish your round. That's a nice one to... It's always nice to end on a birdie. Just a little short. Easy cleanup. Tap in for Elaine. And an easy tap in for Paige for that birdie. Not a bad way to finish, especially after her start on the front nine. So it looks like going into round 3, Paige will have a 6-stroke lead over Val. Lisa close behind, just 2 strokes off of Valarie. But that's all for round 2. We'll see you in round 3.